Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad and the Supercoach Pro. Today we're doing a round 10 Supercoach review. Waiting for this to load. I didn't jump on a little bit earlier, but yeah, this week we scored all right. It's really hard to get a gauge if we've moved up or down. We'll have a look at the side, but just a lot of thought going into the buys. So we've got one extra trade from the buy period, so around 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And some of these creative ways to make cash that I've been thinking about since our teams have been done and since Max Gorn's break even is so high, maybe we could use 200,000 of that cash elsewhere. Now, Horne-Francis is injured. There's no way, in my opinion, he's coming back after his bye. Like, it's probably going to be like a 3 or 4 week. If I'm a Horne-Francis owner, probably selling him because he's missing next week, then the bye, and then you're sort of banking that he comes back the week after. Now, what got me out of JL, I suppose, in Supercoach terms is probably Romo. I got gifted a little bit of a nice score, which you can see here, round 10 live is 2-4-2-4. So I got kissed with not owning Horne-Francis. I admit that. I'm never really arrogant about saying, that was the play to anti-pod him because no one's meant to see an injury like that happen. So Horne-Francis getting injured actually really helped me this week. And saying that 2-4 is actually a pretty poor score for a non-Horne-Francis owner, if I'm being honest with the team. I think another thing before I start reading the comments, Daniel was the one I mentioned not to get rid of because his average against Richmond was actually pretty high. And even if he loses his role, even if you Sheasel goes forward, Daniel takes kickouts more often. So it's sort of these guys owning him together will balance itself out. Now, if he does play more midfield and half forward role, it could be concerning. But I'm just going to upgrade my side around this issue. Clarko, putting him in 3 different positions all year is just frustrating. But he's so highly owned that I don't really care at this point. Before this week, he was averaging 6th top defender. And then, all these guys basically getting subbed. Like, you'll get Trainer, get subbed. Luckily, got a little bit of scaling. Sard, subbed. So with that money from Gorn, I can flick Marshall into the ruck line and maybe facilitate something with Gorn's money and Bice potentially and grabbing 2 Uber Primos in the back line. That's something I'm really considering this week. So hypothetically, Romo to R1, play Romo and Cherry, grab Sinclair and really whoever. I'm going to have to look at after this is lifted. I can get a better idea of what money I'll have to upgrade D5 and D6 because in the buys, I do not want to be I just don't want to be fielding a Trainer and a Hooley this week particularly. Like, it just can't happen. Everyone's got Zach Reid, and I don't have Zach Reid. A month ago, I went Zach Reid or Trainer, and I think I took a little bit of bias to this. I actually kept Trainer. That's hurt me, so you can't win every single trade move. But yeah, Marshall certainly saved me because he's a pod. Richards would have been nice if he went off. That would have really helped me. Callahan's dislocated his shoulder. Now, I've dislocated my shoulder 3 times, actually. All 3 times, it's been a 4 to 6 week injury. So the injury itself, he won't be back till after his bye. I'm not risking this. So I've got multiple options with what I can do with Callahan now as well. He's going to be 540K. So, yeah, a lot of people are going to have these issues like TDK if he doesn't play next week, which I feel like for most sides that got rid of him, you're hoping he doesn't play next week and hoping they rest him because Pito played okay. So, yeah, a lot of carnage, and we probably thought it was going to come at some point. We probably dodged a fair bit of carnage compared to other years, I feel. Like, normally start of the season can be really cooked from memory, whereas I feel like I've actually been okay. Merritt's probably the most frustrating midfielder in my side at the moment, but I think he's a good VC or C option this week. So I'll get into the comments, and hopefully someone at some point can let me know if the rankings update, because I have not had a look at that. So we'll go and have a look what's going on. Scott, 2474. That's actually a pretty good score, mate. Well done. Daniel Green, g'day, Legend. Hope you're well, mate. Yep, going pretty good, thank you. Yeah, a lot better than what I was a little while ago, but yeah, thank you, Daniel. Dark pace, nice score, Brad. Cheers, mate. What do you guys actually score in the chat as well? Let me know how you guys went this week. Zach. Sorry, Max says Zach 65. Zach 65 could cry. Yep, definitely. It's frustrating, but everyone's got some underperforming primos somewhere. Corey, welcome back, Corey. He goes, I scored a 2.447 without merit. Horn Francis, Dacos, and Brayshaw. Love my ins, Cherry and Kennedy this week. Yeah, I put in Cherry this week. I couldn't not. I had to go there. I paid up 680K, but it helped me because he was the best. Was he the best guy on my field other than Marshall? He was, yeah. And people trade out Shera. This is no offense. I know a lot of you guys in chat or whatever flagged Daniel and Shera, but I hope you didn't do it. I hope you just went, yeah, you know what? They'll bounce back at some point. Yeah. So, yeah, that sucks for that. But he's a midfielder. Like, if you watch the Carlton games, you just know that the week before they threw him down back because of all the injuries, and the week before they just got flogged by Adelaide. So, yeah, spewing for those that traded. It's always what I've been saying this year to hold your primos, because every year I've been aggressive in trading out primos. It never really worked out well. So this is the year to hold them, certainly. It's showing us that. G'day, Scott. Puffer, best part of the week has finally arrived. Thanks, Puff. It's been a while since I've done a live, a few days, I reckon. Michael, whoa, 2551 without Romo. Got Finn C to deal with. Yep, so do I. But I've been tempted to dump Gawn as well. Yeah, there's a lot of money poured into Gawn, and his break-even's quite high, I think 180. So, yeah, Aqua, evening, Brad, hope all as well. Yeah, it is, definitely is. I'll give you an update as well. What does this cup say? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I did my 6-kilometre run the other day for Beyond Blue. Oh, I went to Apollo Bay with the missus and bubs, and yeah, we drove down. It was probably an hour 45, 2 hours from where I am. I got okay sleep considering I worked and knocked off at midnight the night before. And I'm like, yeah, 6 hours will be okay. I've had a limited prep because I've had 2 foot injuries and a fair bit of blisters on my left foot. So I was like, I have to just tape them up and get through this. And I used to do a lot of running during COVID and played footy and whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll just back my natural ability at this point with all the injuries. we get there after an hour 45 behind the traffic because people up, Colac and Great Ocean Road and all that, they take their time. So I've just driven there. It's cold, it's wet, it's a little bit windy as well, especially near the bay. And we've arrived about 40 minutes before the race. The race was fairly obvious to see. Like there was this big, like inflatable castle-style entrance, I suppose, to where the race is. We get there and grab a yogurt. Mind you, my breakfast that morning was a crispy cream donuts from the night before, so pure resi level type of fuel for the fire. Get there, and there was a few hundred in that race easily, and I was sort of in the middle of the start of the pack, so I was like, all right, should be okay here. And yeah, we got running, and then like 2 kilometers in, I have not trained gym for, I don't know, at least 4 days, especially legs. My quads just started firing up. My quads were already sore 1/3 the way through. Then I was like, this is a hard run emotionally, I suppose, obviously, for myself. But the wind, the rain in your face, your socks are soaked, your shoes are soaked within the first 2 kilometers just because how heavy the rain started to hit. Now, I don't know anyone in the chat. I don't know if anyone went and saw that run or had friends that ran that or actually did that run themselves. But that run was brutal. Like, it was actually probably more mental than physical for me. But then when my quads started to seize up, I was having a hard time. I probably walked a little bit of it, like maybe I'd say twice had to slow down, then ran home pretty hard at the end. And they give me a time sent out to the post at some point very soon. So I'll get that in the mail and it'll give me the proper time. So I'll let you guys know what time I ran it in. I have a rough idea what I ran 6 kilometers in, but yeah, I don't know if it's where it stands amongst you guys, but I tried my best at least. So anyway, enough of that story. But yeah, we managed to raise $500, by the way, between the Supercoach community, and shout out to everyone that supported me and funded to be on board for that run, because that meant a lot to me. And clearly the post I wrote on Twitter the other day is very relevant to why that run was so important to me, because I still am going through a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I just think there's a lot of people that, you know, you may not know that they're going through things, and it's always nice to reach out to them, because you just never know if there's something you could have done to help. You never know. So, and anyway, I think I'll leave that chat there and we'll go back to Supercoach. But I just thought while everyone's here at the moment, say thanks for being supportive and sending me your DMs and messages on that status and all that as well, and your contributions to Beyond Blue. So anyway, back into Supercoach, but I just wanted to acknowledge that. Aqua, evening, Brad. Hope all is well. It is, mate. Now it is. A bit stumped to who to trade in this week. Who are you thinking for this week, mate? Neil, perhaps? Nah, I don't know about Neil. Neil's the kind of guy I want to anti-pod at this point, just because he can get tagged. I no longer want Neil in my side. 2479 for the puff. That's unreal. Very well, mate. You'll probably move up in the ranks. Aqua got a 2379. Yep. Look, this is a good score. Anything over 2-3 this week, I think you're laughing, Aqua. Aqua says, if Sheasel, oh, nah, see, he killed you. And Roberts could actually kick a footy straight. I might do something useful, but nah. Look, still good. Tarzo, there you go, mate. He got a 2237. Feel like I might slide. Oh, yeah, you might actually. Especially at 4K rank, I think you will, unfortunately, mate. Corey, I traded Cheryl last week. Oh, okay. We've got me Dunkley and Warner out of it. That's fair enough. I'm not dissing people for getting rid of Chera and Daniel by any means. I'm just saying, yeah, these things happen, and it's Supercoach for you. I haven't got everything right at all. Like I've blundered some trades, and we'll go through some trade history. Maybe not this video, but we're certainly lucky that we've gotten away with some as well. Aqua, if Uze ever subs out trainer again, can I pay you? Oh yeah, probably not. Yeah, a bit wild for me. I would never do that. I'm new. How did West Coast win? Hello, Harvey. I don't know. I feel like just the momentum from how they started is following through. Like they're bound to win at some point. St Kilda do this. They'll lose to sides that they're not meant to, and then they'll beat sides that they shouldn't have. So it's very hard to gauge. Very hard to gauge St Kilda, but this just felt like a St Kilda thing to me in general. My old man even tipped West Coast this week, so shout out to him. And I don't know what his trades were, but he didn't do too well in Supercoach. I'm old. I do not know. Okay, no worries. Puff. Xavier. I've got Finn C and Horn. I think you trade both, mate. A dislocated shoulder, like mine took. I'm pretty sure I did mine round 2 and I came back around 6. So what's that? That's 4 games already. And then I came back week 5. But I could barely move my shoulder above my head when I'm going for overhead marks for the first couple of weeks when I returned as well. So, and I had a nice roll down back as well. I didn't have to take screams or anything. So, yeah, I'd probably trade them both. The hammy as well is concerning. So, it'd be nice if you got a boost to get rid of them and then make an upgrade out of a rookie between those 2 players. That would be the play. Jay, what's going on, Jay? Nice to see everyone in the chat too. Like, I know there might be other things going on tonight. But yeah, I love the support from you guys. It's really good. Jay, I got a 2370, but wish I boosted to trade Bice to green. Yeah, was thinking thinking about it all week. Sometimes you just got to do it, don't you? Corey, a Liverpool supporter. I think you just want to play for rank. Everyone's got him, so I'd honestly just get rid of him. Corey, for those Horn Francis owners, I don't think I'd hold him. It's not worth it, I don't think. You can buy him for cheaper too. His break even is going to be higher when he comes back. And if he does it again when he comes back, you'd be really annoyed. I think he comes back around 14 to 15. I wouldn't be holding. Aqua, Apollo Bay, great spot for a holiday spot. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's really beautiful out there. I should probably go there when there's no event there and check it out. I'm not really good with crowds. Like I just I did my run and then I got the Minnesota drive on the way back because my legs were fried. And yeah, it's a hard run. I think mentally was the thing that got me. Like you with all these people running and you have no idea why they're running. Maybe it's to support their friends or people they've lost as well. So you're sort of running as a group. And they're all super friendly as well. So yeah, it was probably the hardest run I've had to do, and I've run longer distance than that. But yeah, I think it's something I'll do yearly now, and especially considering how things are going. I think I'll just do that as a yearly thing, but actually train for it next time if I'm not injured. So yeah. Anyway, it's a beautiful spot too. I'd 100% recommend going to Apollo Bay. From G-Town, it's almost an hour and a half. YouTube, Corkers, dropped a sub, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Give us a like as well for the stream. Hopefully my internet doesn't chop out or something like that because we know that's happened before. But yeah, give us a sub too if you'd like. If not, that's fine too. Aqua, and that's 6 kilometres more than I can run. Mate, it was tough. I don't know how people run it so easily, to be honest. Corey, says, you're a lovely bloke, Brad, so I hope you're doing okay, and thanks for the update. No worries, Corey. I appreciate those kind words too. Like, they do mean a lot. I think the thing I noticed too, it was hard to stay away from a little bit of social media after posting that. So I was still reading some of the group chats every now and then. It was just more like sometimes you just got to like stay focused and realize the end goal and not get distracted by other things in the process. And I think like Twitter and social media can really, what's the word? Really cloud what you're going through. And sometimes, they're good for a distraction, but other times you just sort of need to focus how to become better and why you're trying to become better and what will make you better other than distracting yourself and going around that, I suppose. So, yeah. But, yeah. Puffy's proud of you, mate. Thanks, Puffer. I'm waiting for this team to update too. Let's have a look at this updated. Let's go to home. Okay, it hasn't updated. Also, I don't tip. I say this every week. I do not do any tips. So if you think I'm a really bad tipper, I've been doing 35 tips for the year. I always remember round 1 and then I don't tip. So never regard that. And this is still not updated. This is super annoying about Zorko too. I think Coleman might actually kill his scoring, to be honest. Puff says, if I don't move up after a 2-4-7-9, I'll be pissed. I'm ranked 7%. I think you will move up to top 5%, mate, from what I've been seeing. Sports Clip says 2259 had trainer Merritt or Francis. Oh no. Ranked top 8K, 8% before walkout. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's you're going to be booted out a little bit potentially. I don't really know what par is though too. So if anyone asks me what par is, I have no idea. Yeah, that doesn't look good for you. Cam, what was your predicted score for this round? I actually don't know, Cam. I think for the last few weeks, it's been around 2-3 to 2-4. But when you hit the optimize button, it actually puts players on that you don't want on. So I'd say between 2-3 and 2-4, but I never actually look at it and think too much of it, unfortunately. It catfishes me way too much, Cam, especially with my side. I can never get a gauge what's actually going to happen with it. So, yeah, Cheese is back. Here we go. He goes 2-4-7-2, holding TDK. I'm starting to cook out, boys. Yeah, you are, absolutely. No, that's good. A lot of teams will start to cook over the buys as well, so this should be good. Puff-up, will Shorty stick to his word and join the stream tonight? Did he say he would tonight? I can message him. Let me message Shorty. Is this actually true? I messaged him on social media, so let's see if he wants to jump on. But yeah, I don't know anything as yet. How's Flanders going, Cheese? This is like my Bice D6. I give Cheese a hard time for Flanders all the time, and then he reminds me about Bice being a keeper that I was talking about 6 weeks ago, and now he's just absolutely pooped the bed. So, Aqua, hilarious that Romo can go 180 in a 6-goal loss. Yeah, true. It's just that good. If Champion Data had any dignity, that'd have been a bit nicer calling his hitouts to advantage and would have cracked a double tongue. Then I would have had to shave my head as well. Who was a good trade for Merritt and Cardwell? I'll have to look once they lift the prices up, GTR. I'll definitely look when the prices have been updated and I can go through them. Have we updated yet? And then you have to let me know how much money in the bank you've got too. This ranking is going to go outside of 77. I can feel it in my bones. But that's okay. To be where we have been all year, we've been okay. Like we've been more than okay. So I'm pretty happy. Jared, if you have Horn Francis and Bias, would you be trading them both this week? Yes, I would be actually. I think they're perfect trades. If I can do Bias this week, I will, but I'm also tempted to do other things depending on money. I've only got 31k and no boost. Dark. 2287 for me would have been 2-3 plus, if not for a silly looping error. But happy with the trades. Put in Cherry in. Yep, so did I. Well done for that. Can't see his price dropping much for a while. Yeah, I agree, mate. Yeah, your team scores look great. Well done with that score. Thank you. Have we lifted yet? This is why I didn't jump on early, because I would have been waiting like 2 hours just for it to update itself. We're going to refresh the page. Oh, it's taking longer than what it normally does too. What a catfish moment. Damn it. Anyway, hasn't lifted yet. Boypa, hey pro, hope you're going well. Hope you worked out everything that was going on. Yeah, I think I have at the moment, mate. Things can change. Aqua, my daily workout is jogging like 900 meters to the train station with my weights in brackets laptop. The heck, at 6 a.m. Yeah, it's rough. And back at 6 p.m. That's a 12-hour day. That took me way too long to process. How do you do a 12-hour day? I don't know if I could do that. Sternum. Ever watched a documentary, Euphoria, the last battle, mate? You joke. I don't even know how not Euphoria. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh my God. I'm going to save this so I remember in my notes. I'll have a look. What is it on too? I'll have a look at it. If not, I'll find it on YouTube. The last battle. All right, that's in my notes, mate. So I'll have a look at it, and I'll get back to you on the next stream for that one. I got time. James ranked 298 and scored 2319. Rank gonna drop? I think so, potentially, but fingers crossed. You've got a big gap where it's not too much. I'm sure he's still top 1,000. I reckon. No, I reckon I slide to about 300 this week. Who are the best players currently to get in? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's rough. Oh my god. 1986. I am new. This was my first week. Oh, okay. That is why. Who are some best players? Can you send me your team name, and I'll have a look at this. And if you've got a Twitter, I'll get back to you and send me a screenshot of your side. Yeah. Do you mean you literally just started this week, like entirely Supercoach this week, like made a side pre-round 10? GTR? Aqua. Need to take a break from Twitter. Hellhole. Yeah. I find the same issue. Like I find like sometimes if I disappear on it for a little while, it's nice. But I also miss the banter in some of the group chats. So it's certainly interesting. Like social media can actually ruin you or help you out and distract you or hinder you. Like, yeah. Anyway, Papa, I agree, Aqua. Twitter is one of the worst sites I've seen. I love seeing all the Supercoach chat and being able to talk to blokes like Brad. Thanks, man. But as soon as it's not Supercoach, it's very grim. Yeah. Definitely is. It makes you overthink the things you see as well. It's weird. Anyway, I could go on about this for entirety. I'll just call you Rexley, I think. Who should be bought in this week and who's out? Oh, that's a bit of an open question. Horn Francis should be out. Finn Callahan should be out. Any other injured player should be out. Ins, probably the guys in your top line that are going to be top six, like a Sinclair's definitely a trading target. Even Bailey Dale looks good, surprisingly, but not surprising in the same sentence. Probably those value guys. Like I'm looking at even a Shy Bolton potentially, depending how my side looks. I've got to do a 2 or 3 week plan now that we're in buys, which is something I don't really do with my side, to be honest. Like so far I've been a 1 to 2 week kind of planner, and I haven't looked at anything outside 3 or 4 weeks just because the variance in Supercoach is wild. James, how does Romo go 180 and Dale only goes 144? Owners are kissed. Yep, fair assessment. I don't blame you. When you get 49 disposals, like Dale probably should have got more. And I've been kissed a lot this season. Like not owning Dacos is like some of the games just been lucky that he's dropped poor scores with the injuries that have happened early on. But you'll take him and anti-potting Horn Francis when he's going to be a clear tip top 6 forward. And I didn't go there because I split that pick in between Marek and Humphrey is definitely kissed. But yeah, you got to, like I said about, I don't know, 10 million streams ago, I love this game. This is pure luck. So yeah, I've definitely been kissed this year. Pufferfish. Cola price after the buy will be juicy. Yeah, I've been looking at this as well. I always like a little Fawn Primo. Aqua. Yeah, Pufferfish, especially politics, which is my field of interest. So I don't know if this will get me a bit of an unfollow, but I have very limited knowledge about politics. So I don't really tend to get involved in it. Maybe I should at this age, but every time we have a new government anyway, they find a way to completely ruin the system. So it feels like no matter what you do, You've always got some idiot regardless, but yeah, what do you do? We a bit of a vanilla take on it, but yeah. I feel like if people like really cared about it, and they would, I don't know how, but at least try to run for it. And if it really meant something to you and it really pissed you off, but I feel like compared to other countries, we're pretty lucky regardless. And I'm just glad we're not in COVID years anymore. We were getting controlled by the government. So, but this 9 to 5, oh, don't get me started. This 9 to 5 simulation bull crap is annoying. I've got to get out of this stupid 9 to 5 stuff. I hate it. Anyway, getting off track. What do we got? Outside of sport, it's just pretty horrible to scroll through. If I take in general, trying to find a footy chat to brighten it up. Yes, absolutely, Aqua. Yep, talking about Twitter still. Time to move on. Levi Ashcroft. Yeah, definitely. That's an absolute shout. Luke Jackson, I want him in my team and in my pants. Fair enough. Cheese, I don't blame you. Puff, Aqua. I'm the exact same. Tried to click on as much footy as possible. Trying to be there less lately, though, because I'm sick seeing politics. Yeah, it's crazy the stuff you see. And it has no filter. I think you can actually filter some of the stuff, though. Yeah. Okay. Aqua, it's just a platform built on every person each trying as hard as they can to exercise their right of freedom of speech by being dreadful to be around and be getting attention by any means possible. 100%. We're talking about Twitter. Bad combination. Oh no, here we go. Assess the team, snorting Norton. I want to see just this team to see what you mean by a first week team. This is the only team I'm going to have a look at, and then other teams just send them through DMs, or we'll do that through members chats because I don't really want to be doing this too often. I'm just curious to know how long. Overall rank. No, he must have started with this side, 18,000. Total score with an overall rank of 39,000. Interesting. What do you got by position? I might have read your comment wrong maybe at the start. Sheasel, Ash is a nice pick. Clark, Roberts, Reed, Bice, Sandy Brock, Oscar McDonald, Stewart, Neil, yep. Oh, no. Yeah, you'll get Callahan too, so you'll need to get rid of him. American in midfield's interesting. Not that it matters because Caleb Daniel's in my midfield at the moment. Hall, Gross, Boxall, Cherry, yep. Wow, still carrying Sanders too. There you go. And Matt went in flex. Yeah, okay. Yep. Well, out of that, you don't got Horn Francis, so don't got to worry about that, but you definitely have to get rid of Finn Callahan. And maybe Bice, for what it's worth. I hate to say that for Bicey, but yeah, it looks like maybe a Bice and Callahan situation for yourself. Now, let's see if it's finally updated. We can still be in the top 100. I'll be pretty pleased with myself. It still says round 9. We're nowhere near it, are we? Anyway. How you got so much money for good players? I don't know. Probably just not sidewaysing primos every week like some others, I guess. Literally upgrading around every primo and just going one up, one down most weeks, apart from getting rid of Clayton Oliver. So this is the issue, though. Like my D5 and D6 are disgusting. On my forward line, midfield, ruck, it's all nice now. Like Gorn, Sherry, and Marshall. Like there's some big dogs. Like love that. Anyway, Aqua, wish we could bring back 2019, 2020 Twitter before the. Yeah, okay, yeah, true. I've only been on Twitter for about a year or two. Bolton, yeah, he does. Bolton's got a negative break even of like -24 or something like that. Puffer, Aqua, yep, absolutely. This is putting in perspective for me, to be honest. And Brad is right. Social media actually ruins lives. Definitely want to take a break for a bit. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I probably won't be on it as much, but there's a couple group chats that I really appreciate every week. And even individual ones as well that I like to keep in contact with. They know who they are. So, yeah. Anthony, I had a bad week for Supercoach. What did you score, mate? We got 53 people in the house, considering I know what else is going on. This is actually really good. So, yeah, give us a sneaky like and sub and whatever. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. So, people that have been jumping in my streams all this time and haven't subbed already, please do. That is the goal for the year, is 1K. Sorry, I got politics in general is pretty grim. Chat there by me, but it's a little bit beyond me sometimes. Puffer, agree, Brad. They're all as bad as each other. They definitely are. That's why not that I don't care, but like, I just want to vote for legalizing things that that people maybe should get legalized because we're in 2025. Like, all these minorities will favor parties for. I won't get into it, but for like LBGT, whatever the hell that is, and all these other, I want to be a cat, I want to be a fairy kind of thing, but they won't really focus on the main thing. So all these minorities, all this weird shit going on, we get all this attention, but the stuff that really matters never does. So it's kind of like, for example, like, men's mental health. Like, you try to book in a therapist, they cost $180 to $240 per session for like a half an hour session. But then, like, how is that affordable for people? That's literally a quarter of somebody's wage. They're not even affecting, someone's got a mortgage or kids or renting $400-500 worth. Like, so the government puts the money into the wrong things, and it just baffles me. So anyway, I'm sure we could get into a rant about that, but Aqua, time to get off the grim discussion now. Me thinks. Yeah, I'm surprised too, mate. It's like 12 past 9, so maybe 10 o'clock at the latest. Hawthorn Marshall was the masterstroke. Actually was. I can't remember how to get into my past trades, to be honest. Is it in history? I can go have a look at them, but I'm not sure you guys really care too much. But for those that haven't really been following me, I'll put it on the right-hand side. I'll read the comments, and you guys can view that and tell me when to scroll up. So you can see my trades there. And then I'll scroll up to the last 2 weeks, so you can have a look at my trades if it interests you. If not, it doesn't matter at all. Puffer, how long usually after the game? Yeah, I actually can't remember. I think it's actually been relatively quick so far. Like maybe an hour and a half. Aqua, Strong is generally the best player in the league. Limited Brayshaw to about 2 touches in the first 45 minutes and dropped so far back there. And the retags are wrong. Yeah, right. So I missed the first bit of that, so I was wondering what was happening. But yeah, this has been my trade so far anyway. Some have been okay. J2, I'm in big strife. Have Callahan, Horn Francis annoying as when you're trying to remove rookies off field. Yeah, same. 2 trades. I'm basically going sideways. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. I'd say 4 to 6 weeks only because I've done my right shoulder 3 times as well this occasion. Aqua, bets on. I'm so confused. Nice hold on Shearer. Yeah, it was actually. I've no idea what we're talking about there, Aqua. I'm lost with that one. Anthony, 2244. Yeah, that was a little bit rough. Puffer, I have 350k in the bank to spend this week. Went rogue with trades. Went TDK, Bias, and Sardis. Ooh, to Simpson, Vezzatini, and Clark. Seems decent for this week. Not going Romo over. Yeah, it does. It hurt you immensely, honestly. But yeah, how do you mean to know that he was going to go nuts? Jeez, I can't make my mind if I sell my kidney to get with Jackson or Tom Green, cheese, and I'll send you a voice note why. Yeah, and I'm not here watching, this comment is just a figment of your imagination. Honestly, at this point, it probably is, just sell both your kidneys, cheese. I'm pretty sure you need at least one to survive, don't you? Little tongue face there from Yaron. Papa. Cheese, Luke Jackson might not have Soul Ruck for much longer. We'll be sure Darcy is out long term before jumping on. Yeah. I think he's probably aware of that too. Jez has 7 goals. The footy tool, I haven't seen you before. Do you got your own channel there, mate? King Cherry. Francis and bias to Anderson and Simpson. Probably this week. I only have one under 14 by player. Yeah, okay. Yep. Fair. Geez, I heard some interesting info on the problem path. I think Darcy might be done. Ooh. Spill the tea, Cheese. Spill the absolute tea. Spill it. Yeah, literally, hot guys. This is actually really hot guys. I'd die for Supercoach success. I feel like you had a really good ranking last year, though, didn't you? Aqua, put my 50k cash prize in the wheel. Literally. So, yeah, anyway, this has been my trades for the season so far. This was the best one. Round 8, right? Deconning for Marshall. Bank 125k. Over goes to Petrarca. Master stroke. This week, bought in Simpson and Cherry for Long and Ashcroft. Other than that, the trades have been pretty good. I think I've just been targeting rookies. I'm just trying to... I've probably sold some rookies too early, though, that's for sure. Still not available. Come on, Supercoach. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you edging me like this? So annoying. If I can stay top 100, I'll be pretty happy. Especially going into the buys. Break even. At least they've hit their break evens. 52 but 36 break even. Bice didn't hit his break even. I really want to know what I can do with this Marshall cash, though. Sorry, this Gorn cash. I wonder. Maybe I get rid of Gorn and Callahan to 2 defensive primos. Swing El Hui to the midfield. I don't even know. Because Callahan's cooked, but I want to use Gorn's money. Unless I use Gorn's money the week after, but his break-even is going to be quite high. Still locked out, seriously. Marshall was the highest score of the round 2 in 4.2% of the sides. That's crazy. So that's good to know. They've got 3 of the top 4 highest scorers for the week. That's very good. Shy Bolton. Oh my God. Bailey, Dale. 15. It's only in 15% of teams. That's actually, I thought it was higher owned than that. Seriously, people must have jumped off him. 15,000 is crazy for Dale. I thought this was like a 20-25% pick. Maybe they jumped off him after those poor games. Bolton 4%, Anderson 8%. Cherry's now down to 13%. This is a good pod still. Perfect. Bonts 14%. Wow. Weber's 9%. Weber's is so unders. Heaney, yeah. Dawson. This would annoy me. He's in my draft. 132 and 78. This is literally Dawson. There's no in between for him, is there? Sinclair's back. Sinclair's the buy of the week. You couldn't go there, could you, McKercher? Anyone think this is interesting pick? He's got the number 1 ruck roll. This is disgusting. I've been thinking about it tonight. I'm not going to lie. I haven't even put it in any group chats because I thought I'd get kicked out of the group at some point for mentioning. Yeah, someone mentioned it in my stream the other day, and then he backed it up again. And I thought, hang on. He's a defender mid. This could be a disgusting pick, but if he's going to stay the ruck roll, yuck. I don't even know why I'm talking about blitz. This was nice too. Chatty Warner the week before 93, so a nice 126 is why we bought him in for. Matt Rao. He's bottomed out. Oh, geez. He's going to go nuts looking at this, but a bottomed out Mount Rao. How's St Kilda and Fremantle? Bottomed out. Downhill scared though. Like if you do look at the scores, I was actually looking at this. I didn't realise this until today. He's only done these scores against West Coast, Melbourne, Richmond, and North. Then he plays decent opposition. He does nothing. The issue is his fixture too. He's got a decent fixture coming up, so I don't know now. Someone asked me about Rouse. I forgot who it was, but yeah, it might be no thanks due to the downhill skiing season for him. Newcomb, he's going to be cheap. I don't know if I'd want to go Newcomb anymore. This is a good pick for anyone that went LDU. Sarong was interesting. I got Brayshaw, but if Brayshaw's going to get attention, Sarong's going to go off the chain. So if they start tagging Brayshaw, I'd rather get Sarong to sort of counterbalance it, because it might be the season where his last half might be better than Brayshaw's last half. So it's something I've thought about now that he has played Giants. I don't really care about these other teams. Like, who cares who's going to go to him? Willem Drew. They don't tag. Essendon can't tag anyone. I can't believe they got flogged by 100 points. If I'm an Essendon supporter, I don't know what's worse this week. Essendon supporter, a Richmond supporter, or a St Kilda supporter. Richmond lost to their nice little bogey side in North Melbourne. Saints gave West Coast first win, and Essendon got pumped to the Dogs by like 90-something points. Anyway, this is not a roasting. It's not a Sunday roast. But yeah, Sarong. Sarong's interesting now that he's bottomed out in price. Who else is interesting? Give me some sneaky pods. Give me some yucky pods. I've already talked about Blitz. All right, I've got some funny comments in here about after looking at some of these players. I just go Woodfield. There's nobody screaming out to me. Fair. Marshmallow at 470k was my best trade. Yeah, he was my best trade for 450. Geez, I got to 135 last year. And then half my team went down, and I already wasted all my trades doing sideways. Finished 3k. Whoa, that's rough, but still good. Puffer, but I'm going to leave for a little. Got some uni work due tonight. I must finish. I'll be back. No worries at all, mate. Enjoy your study time. Him or Ned Long at 280. Ned Long would have been good. 4 to 6, I reckon. I feel like I've mentioned this one before. I need to sword trainer this week. So trainer and Callahan for you. Yep, got back 350k. That's good then. Yeah, you could definitely move on trainer and Callahan. Any of you bastards beat 2582. Spamming refresh at the moment. That's awesome. I love that comment. Thanks, Radzi. Reminds me of Radders in Dragon Ball Z. Aqua, I wouldn't bother with Blitz. I know. I'm just talking about disgusting players. Don't worry. I have my babies, says Aqua. Jeez, you'll get the man off my screen. I knew straight away when this row was mentioned. Me too, Cheese, but he passes this week, scoring 80 or more against a non-bottom four side. Are you talking about Real? Yeah, let's have a look at Noble. I've already looked at Bolton, but we'll look at Bolton and Noble. But yeah, Bolton's sneaky. I knew he would be good as soon as he left Richmond too. I was like, this guy, his forward status is what makes him so much more appealing than these other guys too. But you don't need another forward. That's the issue. This is a huge concern, obviously. But apart from that 5, the last 4 out of 5 weeks have been disgusting. 115, 102, 114, and a 150 against decent opposition too. I don't think you're ever going to see a 5 again unless he's injured. But what was the other player? Someone said John Noble. Yeah, good shout. I think I've got him in draft as well. I'm pretty sure my draft is pretty stacked at the moment. Wow, yeah, that's consistent, isn't it? I'm going to see if I do got him in. I'm pretty sure I got him. Let's have a look at my draft side real quick. Then I'll go back to normal Supercoach. And hopefully by the time I go from draft to Supercoach, it's loaded and we're ready to have a look at the rank. This is the draft side. Nats, you're disgusting. I do got Noble and I do got Blitz. Don't ask me why I've got Blitz, but I bought in Blitz. I think last week when someone was telling me about Blitz. McGovern, oh my God, I've gone blank. I'm like, how do I read again? Rioli, Bolt on the bench. I know this is going to be a hated pick, but it's just because he's got forward defender status and I just wanted coverage. So don't think I'm a Bolter fan. So, yeah, it's just purely Supercoach based, not a love fest with him. Dunkley, Dawson, Newcomb, Cripps, Sherry, Kennedy, Manor, Wright, Pendlebury. That Pendlebury song came into my head the other day because the TikTok happened. Pendlebury with dreads. Seriously needs to get dreads again. Okay, we're still not updated. Gosh, so annoying. Very annoying. Just at the week club. I like Bolton. I do. And he's going to make money as well. Daniel, I'm going down Houston. And I believe he's going to get a nice roll at the price. I'm willing to risk it for a big pod. I'd wait till he bottoms out. We'll have a look at his price later. That's interesting. Primo mids to get in for Callahan. We'll have a look at that once it's lifted. So then I can actually look at the price range as well because I'll have to look at the same thing. Come through twice. What your buyers looking like? We can have a look at that. And then I'll get into my thoughts on Setterfield shortly. Show buys. Round 12. We'll be fine. We can field bias down back. Stewart will come in, so I'll have two missing in the midfield. Boyd still probably won't play. So I'll be fine for the round 12 buy, which is interesting. I actually thought it'd be a lot worse than that. Maybe I could bring in another round 12 buy player if I wanted to, but anyway. Round 13 can cover Clark, can cover Brayshaw, can cover McRae, and can cover Marshall. So, again, fine with the buys. 14's interesting. What are we? Leake's not going to play, so I missed two down the back. Play one here. Again, I'm fine. Yep. We've got no issue in the buys whatsoever. Daniel in here, missing one in here, I think. So 1, 2, 3 players missing that round. And round 16, 1. None in the midfield. Should be fine. Yeah, wow. Looking at it, I haven't really taken too much notice, but we're fine. We missed 3 players max, so we'll be playing 19 to 21 players each week. We'll be absolutely fine. Please help me. I got less than 900. My team is Rosie Rampage. Did I not look at your team? Am I going crazy? I swear I looked at your team for nothing else. Or was that someone else's team? What the hell? Rosie. I don't know. I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you may have made this side last week then. Total score 1936. Oh, my God. You literally did make a side this week. That's crazy. What made you start a side this week? I don't know how to help 171. You just have to play for weekly prize. I'd be buying pods. I wouldn't. How does this work? So you got Whitfield, Sheasel, Martin, Holmes, Reed, O'Connor. Oh my God. Okay. Merritt, Neal, McRae, Caldwell, Simpson, Levi. You've done all right, actually. Hurstwaite, whatever. The Conning. Bailey Smith, Peter Wright. Oh, okay. Yuck. That forward line is just oh my god. Wow. I actually don't know. Jeez. How much money in the bank do you got? Peter Wright, Charles, Archie Perkins is wild. Spargo is wild. Erasmus, yeah. Oh god. I don't know if I. Oh my god. Oh no. I don't know. I don't think I can. As good as my rank is, I don't think there's anything I could tell you without that much dead wood that you could do. I would have brought in 120, 30k players that are actually playing though, not dead wood. That's it's an awkward one. Like you're starting with $10 million when everyone's $13 million side is popping off. It's almost impossible to give you what I'd do after 1 week. That is the most wild thing I have seen, respectively. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's wild. GTR, I need help from the GOAT. I'm definitely not the GOAT, Max Gorn Pod. Acro bolts are good for a loop, any night games. True, forgot about that. That's for draft. CWT, what has he got? Cozzy, he actually beat me in a weekly. We had a weekly match up. I think Cozzy was your boy too, one of your pods. I think you'll be top 30 or 40 this week easily, by the way, CWT. Cozzy got him to replace Oliver a couple of weeks back because I was $5 short of Callahan, one of only 2 teams in the top 1% to own him. Yeah, crazy pick. I saw that in our head-to-head. So I think you did me by 50 points, basically. That's okay. Yeah. He's just made his team, and it's still better than mine. Like 38k. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I'd be playing just for the weekly price at that point, GTR. I have no idea how to. Oh my god, no way. We're open, lads. All right, so let's see what we are ranked. No way! Katie, guess what I'm ranked right now? 43 in Supercoach. 43 overall. How? I'm still on a live, but how am I still 43? How? What the hell?
It's pretty good.
Oh my god! After such a shit week. Anyway, whatever. Wow. We're in the top 50. Well, when I say where, me. There you go.
You got your money coming.
That's a lot of baby formula. What, you want to range you? I'm joking. No way. I'm just kidding. That's wild. We're ranked 43. CWT, what do you rank? You'd be way ahead of me, mate. 26. Holy shit. Well done to you, mate. Honestly. Well done. I can't believe we ranked 43. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry, lads and ladies, if they're in there. What do we got? Oh my god, this is so cool. We break team of injuries. What do I do with boost? That I do not know. What injuries you got? Horn Francis and Callahan. I'd boost them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Excuse me. King Cherry, Pod, Wilkie, and Taranto. I can have a look at them. Oh my god. What the hell? This is so freaking good. Pod, Wilkie, and Taranto. Oh my god. I'll have a look, but I'm gonna update that on my group chats and stuff. Oh my god. CWT, you'd be so ecstatic too, mate. Like I know you'd be loving life. Wilkie, let's have a look. I'm gonna just send this to some people and whatever and fire away. Give me two seconds to just do this. Wilkie. What do I think about Wilkie? All right, let's have a look at Wilkie. So, Wilkie, excuse me. Do I like Wilkie as a pod? This is actually not a bad shout. Damn. I almost, no disrespect, I almost thought Wilkie was almost a piss take at this point, but that is a crazy shout for the money. I actually like Wilkie, mate. I just looked at that in 10 seconds and can tell you that shout is one of the best pods I've seen. That and Noble, like, I don't hate it at all. Yeah, wild. Give me 2 seconds. Just message me, Dad. He was. I want to give him an update. Anyway, so at the moment he's 14th rank overall. How much does he cost? 508. He's still got Max Holmes at 9 for 502. And Nas is going to come down in price too. Yeah, comparatively, you're still going to pay a little bit more though for the other players. But excellent shout. Taranto, I don't think will do what you want him to do for the season. Anyway, yeah, Taranto, I don't think so. I haven't looked at Taranto at all. So, nah, not enough stealing games for Taranto. I wouldn't go Taranto. Oh, anyway, that's my last thing I'm sending. Okay, so yeah, definitely not Taranto. Aqua. Pickett is honestly not the worst pod. Get out, getting track level CBAs. Yeah, absolutely. Like he's probably one you could look at now. Obviously, updated. Thanks, Cam. Good news for you. You guys are keeping track of my side more than I do. I reckon sometimes. Deuces, what do I do to a full team of injuries with boost available? What injuries do you got? I'll have to look at team. Holy shit! Did I just miss something from Yaron? Yaron, thank you. Krispy Kremes are on me. Thanks, Yaron, for the donation. Thanks, mate. I love that. Appreciate that a lot. Hey, how do I star that as a comment? Okay, I've started now. Appreciate it, mate. Team is flying. We'll do teams later. Like with the whole team thing, I prefer just to do that as a members only thing, or else I'll be doing teams all night, and it becomes a bit of a head-banging exercise because you go through these options and you don't give it enough time. So if you want to join up to be a member, you can. If not, just inbox me on Twitter. But I've got to follow you back on Twitter. So maybe on one of my latest posts, post and just say follow me or whatever, and I'll follow you back. But Supercoach Pro 91, I do not have the brain capacity to go everyone's teams when a lockout is lifted. But if you do got the players you're talking about and how much money in the bank, let's say Callahan, Horn Francis, and Bice, and you got 30K in the bank, and these are your options. Have all your options. I'll tell you if I like those trades or not, and I can give you an alternative if I don't like those trades. But yeah, generally, I don't do them anymore. But I just want to talk about the side that literally made his side post thingy. I post this round. That was interesting. Yeah, nice. Congratulations. GTR, that's to CWT. I just played to beat my friends. W, triple W, W. King Cherry. Jesus. I didn't realise you talked about Pickett, CWT. Nah. I'm looking forward to those Krispy Kremes, by the way. Like, that is bloody awesome. Aqua, up another 9K to 29K overall with 2396 top 5% scores 3 weeks in a row. I'm really interested to know what CWT is going to do with his trades this week. You don't have to reveal them, mate, but let me know what your trade plans are. Now, Shorty, if you want number 43 to come on your channel, or not the way, but I can give you some advice, and maybe you can let me host, and I'll take over your channel for a week. Just joking, but in all honesty, mate, we've actually got to do a potty at some point soon because it's been a long time. I just seen your message then. Yeah, fair enough, mate. No worries at all. I'll reply to you soon. But yeah, we'll definitely have to do a potty at some point though. Top 5%, 3 scores in a row. That's what you want. As long as you've seen green arrows, it's a good week for you. Corey, I went up 3.9K, up to 5.1K overall. I seriously can't believe we just made top 50. I actually thought I was going to slide. I genuinely thought I was going to slide. Congratulations on top 50. Yo, my guy. Yo, Shorty. Oh, I'm ecstatic right now. Holy shit, 43, mate. That's insane. Yeah, I know. Well, God, what a good freaking day. Thank you, Garen. Oh, CWC, good stuff, mate. Yeah, I was down in dumps going from 4th to near outside 1K, finally making my way back. Nice. Very, very good. Well, yeah, you've already made it back by that far. It's hard because you got to trade your way out of like just shit sometimes. So 43 is nice. Now, I want to look at some trades. So let's make that one this week. Oh, what are we ranked off the top person? So total score. I know you probably think I'm full of it, but I don't really look how many points we're away from the leader every week. Well, I only know because I hear other people in content land talking about it. And but generally, I just hope that my team every week catches them. And yeah, so Gone Fishing's still there. Who was the other side that was there? Remy's still there, so they're still floating about. But that can't be right. That's not around. That's not it. So they're still there. Wow. There you go. Usually 1 and 2. Normally every week they just switch. So total points 2383. Someone do the math for me here. 2, 3. 681. Oh, I'm way off, aren't I? I'm about 400 points off, something like that. In the buys, Mitch and Remy, I'll try to catch you. Get ready for the buys. Like, what do they got? So what's his move here now? So he's cash gen. What can he do? He's probably going to keep Reed. Oh, he's got Horn Francis, and he's got Callahan like me. Yeah, interesting. I wonder if he's got a boost. Yeah, he doesn't have Callahan. He doesn't have Horn Francis. What about you, mate? Do you got either of them spud guns? Ooh, doesn't have either as well. This is good for you. Mm. It's interesting there's teams in the top 20. I'd love to know how many of them have Callahan and Horn Francis, but I can't imagine a lot of them would not have both. But yeah, what are we going to do on my side? That I don't know. I'd like to know what the others in the top 100 are going to do this week. But yeah, we'll definitely have to have a look. Nah, I couldn't do Toronto. Wave off Toronto and draft. Nah. Yeah, nah, fair for draft, but not for real shit. Acko attempted to just turn Callahan to Hewitt into Green and Anson. Oh, wow. Geez, the OGs have a league rank of 13. Oh, we're cooking, Brad. I wonder what I can afford. Don't use Insta. I just use, honestly, I just use Twitter, which is Supercoach Pro 91. So, but yeah, not Instagram or anything like that. I don't really do other social medias. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, wow, I can't believe we're flying now. But yeah, Supercoach Pro 91. Supercoach Pro 91 is my Twitter. Aqua, but that's what 60k. Damn, down to 633k. Break even at 206. We might have a look at my trades now. Aqua, rightio. Callahan and Stewart give me what was it, 1.17 to burn on 2 primos. Who else can I go primo and a rookie and hold cash? Do you mean you have 1.1 million? Because if so, I'd be going 2 primos. I wouldn't be holding the cash. I'd just send it. I'd full send. But yeah, wow, I'm getting distracted. What are my trades going to be? That's what I need to work out. But they'll probably change 100 times. 100 times a week, that's for sure. We'll have to have a look. Let's have a look what we can do at the side anyway. So, Finny boy, you've probably got to go. So, Finny boy, you've made me 100k. You've done what you can. You're probably not going to be top 8 midfielder, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But now I don't want to do it. This is the crazy thing. Like, it is like you don't want to do sideways, sure, but to get the cash out of him, could you do it? This would just legitimately get rid of these duds. Oh, Whitfield. Whitfield and Sinclair, how much would you bank? You'd bank 191k, but then you'd lose Gorn. How much are you going to get Gorn back for? 650? Is it worth it? I guess I could do the math. Callahan's got to go, though. I just want one upgrade from the Callahan money at least, though. So if I'm going to get rid of Callahan, at least I've got to do something smart with his money. But Gorn's money, 744, that's huge. I'll have to listen to what other people were doing in the community with Gorn's money because Gorn's 744. Oh, the 1 week I wish I had a boost. 182 break even. He's peaked at 744. He's made 75k. But if I go Gorn and mate, it's just sidewaysing as anything. And then I'll be one of the only sort of sides, not one of the only, but one of the only ones that will have Gorn, Cherry, and Romo. So I reckon my dad's seen my message now. 40K ranking. That's fantastic. Well done, Super Bro. Thanks, Dad. Have you forgotten my name? Anyway, that's so funny. Good timing. What are we going to do? Anyone thinking of actually training gone? Because I've seriously looked at it. Nah, he's not. You're gaslighting me, Cheese. Don't gaslight me here. There's no way you're thinking of Taranto. You might be, though. Aqua, Callahan and Carroll gives me about 1.1. So you could do something like Ash and Bolton and get a rookie off field like trainer. Yep, I'd actually do that. What did he say? CWT, Ashcroft and Hurstwade out this week. Okay, yeah, this one I want to know because you're in the same boat as me for this stuff. Give me about 700k to work with. Thinking someone like Tom Green and a rook. Yeah, true. At least you're going one up, one down, and you're not having to sideways anybody. Tom Green, yeah, everyone would be keen on Green. No, for the Callahan thing. Wire it up. Is Dawson better than Rankin? Jeez, I actually don't know. I actually think Rankin's a better player if he played more midfield, to be honest. If they actually gave Rankin more midfield time, he is way better than Dawson. Dawson cannot kick. Jay, is it fine to go early on Coleman I'm actually considering that. I totally forgot about this. We could do that too. So who are my rookies I need to get rid of? Well, first of all, Callahan, you've done your shoulder. So how much money do I make off Callahan at least? I'm not mad at this Callahan thing. Like it's a guy that's owned by a fair bit of the community, and I haven't been sidewaysing. Who's the other guy at the break even of? Let's do the Supercoach Plus. Oh gosh, Bice, but he plays Melbourne. Trainer as well. Oh my gosh. Bice got more money on his head though. Trainer plays Essendon. Yeah, not gonna. Oh, damn it! And Hewitt's break even's 83. How much money do I got between these two? Oh gosh. Well, I suppose it means I don't have to field. But what happens if they both get subbed out? I suppose that flex will cancel it out. You guys probably think I'm taking the mickey. Oh, there's nothing there. No, I can't do that. Gosh, idiot. How much am I short of a decent backman? Like, honestly. Yeah, right. About bugger all. Oh, even Holmes at 502 would have been nice. I can't even get a Noble type either or a Wilkie type that was mentioned either. I'm 15k short of that. So I can't do anything with the other players because Bice is my max catch out. Like Hewitt won't get me anything. I don't know if there's any cheap players. I don't know if there's any suggestions between 924. That's an absolute smoky, but willing to listen. Interesting. CWT Romo, two tough matchups against. Hold off until Flynn's buy and trade in Romo. Then, yeah, he's got Gorney and and widths, doesn't he? Marshall's going to be like 560 by then. Surely he still scores okay, though. Like, there's Supercoach points to go around of those ruckman anyway, maybe. I don't know. DB 95 CWT, I wouldn't do that. He'll be 16K by then. I don't think you can trade Gawn if you're Turf and Callahan. Yeah, no. Mate, you know I suck at Supercoach. Here's very much of my plans. I'll talk you out of Taranto. I'll send you a 2-minute voice note about Taranto if I have to. Do you really want to watch Richmond games with me, Cheese? Welcome 87. Should we go Stewart to Simpson? Okay, hang on. Why is he Stewart and Simpson? Sorry. Right. I'd actually do that, to be honest, with the way Bont's scoring. Yes, I'd go that. Aqua, you can save like 150k just by waiting for a spud game. You could afford Butters and Bont with that price. Oh my god. I could get a big dog and get a rookie, but I want to do. I don't know. Luca, Stewart and Cleary to Simpson and 570. Okay, hang on. Yeah, well, Stewart to Cleary, Simpson 570k, no round. 16 by players. What position though? That's the issue. That's so annoying with Bice. That frustrating. What is Coleman like though? I will get your option in a second, mate. What did Coleman score? Oh, come on down, Coleman. Oh, he plays Hawthorn though. Oh gosh. Is that right? They play Hawthorn? Don't tell me I can't even afford Bont. I can't even afford Bont? No, I can. I can afford Bont by $200. No, I can't. I swear that said $200. Okay, I'm tired. I must be reading that wrong. Oh, he's 665, not 655. Damn you, Bont. Why did you have to go so big? Oh, gosh, I don't know. He would have been a nice pod too. Oh, man. Yep, I don't know. Bont get tagged against Geelong, though. Break even's 157. Is this a GMHBA? Because you are not scoring 157 at GMHBA, are you? No, you can come down in price because you still got that 99 in your cycle. Sure, and then you got the buy anyway. No, that's probably too much for Bont. Seriously. 570k player though. Old mate wanted to know. Let's have a look. Let's have a suss. I'd love to know what position. If it's any, it's a little bit harder to give you some. Libba's a shout. Sinclair's a shout. And Green. Probably Libba, Tom Green, Sinclair. Oh, Dacos is going to come down. I'll wait for Dacos a bit more. Probably those three would appeal to me under that money. Anyway. Oh, you said no round 16 by players, though. My apologies. What have we got here? So, teams playing round 16. Well, then, yeah, Weber, Sinclair. And that's it then. If you're talking about purely round 16, you don't want any of those guys. Anyway. 65 in the chat too. Give us a like and follow if you haven't already. Michael, I've been thinking about trading Gawn to Bont around 13 when Bont was coming off his buy, but thinking of going early, trading Gawn and getting Bont anyway. Sorry, what? But thinking of going early, trading Gawn and getting Bont another way. So what does Gawn have to do to go down in price? So Oh, this is what's interesting about Gorn. Because I can't do anything with Bice's money, do I bank cash from him? How is he projected to go 181? Bro, you're not going 180 to get 1 against Sydney. No way. How? You went 72, 65. Okay, you did a 198 years ago. Sure. You're not against Grundy. That's at the MCG. Where was that one at? MCG as well. So you have done this in the past. Let's project something. Let's be reasonable here. Let's say, I mean, you played Darcy Fort, mate. You can't tell me you're not getting tired. 125. Let's say you go 125. Then your break even's 176. 125. Oh, not 300. Wow. If you went 300 and I didn't have him, I'd delete my side. So you come down a little bit even if you do 120s. Let's say you just average 125 before you buy. Oh, gosh. You'd only drop 60K. Yeah, right. So it's probably not even worth doing it. You'd have to have an absolute stinker for you to be worth it. Maybe. It's to use his cash, that's all. It's honestly just to use his cash, no other reason. Like, example, just give you an example, right? Like, let's just be hypothetical. Take this with a grain of salt, Luca. As my computer loads 50 hours. It's sideways 1 week, sure, but everyone's going to be sideways because of Horn Francis. But it could leave you huge amounts of cash in the bank the week after. What would I actually do physically here? Bice into flex. Hui into the midfield. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Like getting in Whitfield and Sinclair would be fine. And then I could bank money. So Whitfield's underpriced. Sinclair's underpriced. Bank 191K. It's just another way to make money, I suppose. And then I don't have to play any of those backline players. Optimize my side. It just means I have to grab goal on at some point. But now this is... Hey, this is not done. Where the hell did he go? What? Sinclair go to my midfield or something? Okay, so Sheasel... means I wouldn't have to play Bice. Winsey would come to the midfield. Or would he? It means I wouldn't have to deal with Trainer and El Hooley, not having 191K. You, Stewart or Cleary Simpson. Could I loop that week too? Round 11. Hendo could be looped. So I could go. Could a loop Cooper Simpson. If he does well, he's got the Melbourne game here anyway. You get a free crack at it, I suppose. Trainer and flex is disgusting anyway. Like he's going to do nothing. He wouldn't go to flex. He'd go for Bice. Bice would be flex against Melbourne, I suppose. Whitfield, Sheasel, Zorko, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. And then you look, it's purely for the money. Like you got 191,000 the week after. And then your back line's done. You don't got to worry about Lockie Whitfield anymore. And Sinclair. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just have all the stuff. James, 75 people in the top 1% have traded out Sherry. Cooked. Probably to do money stuff as well. Aqua and David B. Romo has Gorn and Winston next, and English, who he's only gone 65-51 against in his last two. He's going to stagnate or go down slightly. Prime for a Flynn. It'll be 100k. Fair enough. Yep. Makes sense. Because you got Flynn, so the only way it doesn't work is if he breaks those trends and he goes, well, Aqua, don't whisper it into existence. We've all brought him in. This is Romo. I'm thinking Bice and Hall to Green and Coleman, but I'm scared Bice is going to go big. I've been scared Bice is going to go big. But I don't know. He doesn't play well. Oh, not Roberts. Why do you Roberts? Why did I click on Rap? Too many rangers in my side's really killing me. He does play Carlton, though, so that's the thing with Bice. But we've been saying this with his matchups recently. He's just done nothing. He's just been so annoying. And, he hates SCG too. I knew this was the thing. SCG, he absolutely stinks it up. He hasn't played at MCG. Is Adelaide Oval and Marvel and Optus anything similar to the G size? I don't know. But he does play Melbourne, so it could be a hold. I don't know. But again, like Gorn might not even come down that much too. Like that could be an awful thing to try to bank that money. These are just hypotheticals. Like it's Sinclair. My gosh, I don't know if anyone wants to go early on Coleman, but anyway, Bolton. I like Bolton. Sell Ashcroft and Callahan, bring in Coleman, Visitini. Oh, let's have. I can't actually get Visitini anyway because of undo my changes. Because I've got a ruck in flex already, so I'm sort of handcuffed out of that. I just got to work out if I can just go one up, one down and not get rid of a Gorn type. Callahan's annoying. Stuff you, Callahan. If you didn't go for that last mark in that quarter, none of this would have happened. What can I do with the money? Bolton, seriously though. I can't put anyone down in defence either. 494 does nothing. Stuff you. What can I do 140k elsewhere? I'm sure you guys just do this too, just playing with every single trade you can do. I can't even get Rao. Not that I'd do Rao right now, but anything up forward. Gosh, this is annoying. Generally frustrating. No, that's disgusting. Like, how do you facilitate this money? Twice. $494. There's nothing to do with that money. Stuff you, Blakey. You couldn't grab Sicily. You'd have to be crazy. You'd have to back him in for the rest of the season. Blakey, no way. I'm sick of Swans players. They're actually doing my head in. Dan Houston. Why am I disrespecting Bowie? Are you the man, Bowie? Are you him this year? You actually are good. Bowie and Bolton. Just what does it look like? I actually don't hate this. It could absolutely cook me, but it means I don't have to feel bloody, what's his name anymore? Just, how do I stupidly... Where did Bolton go? Yeah, right. So I'm only fielding Trainer, Lindsay, and that's it. Is that really right? Trainer and Lindsay. Can I loop? I can't loop the game because Essendon versus Richmond as well. Caleb Smith. Why the hell did he have to replace Trainer for a bit of run and carry and still did nothing? That was a bad move tactically. I'm not Caleb Daniel. What the hell? Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. Anyway, I'll go back to the chat. We had a good pod. Just doesn't got the ceiling, I don't think, either, with a weird pick. This is Horn, Callahan, and Kako to Bont, Jackson, and Simpson. Actually, I like that. Is it Nank? No, I don't like Nank as a pick. I think it's Cherry, Gorn, and Daylight. Aqua Coleman had kick-ins today. I think he shared it with Zorks. He did. Yeah, it actually kind of ruined Zorks a little bit. Trade. That's the other one too, I suppose. Like, it's... Oh, gosh. Let's try something else, all right? Just hear me out here. I just don't know how well Coleman... The kick-outs is what you like about Coleman. You can use Coleman as a cash cow. He'll play well over the bias, blah, 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 blah. What could it get you, though, with Coleman and Callahan? He's not going to go down in price. So if he gets injured, at least he's not on the bubble or anything, so he won't cook. So could do Bowie and Bolton. Or just go early on Coleman. And 6.55. Oh, we already went through this well, didn't we? We did. I'm an idiot. Then you can grab any player. I'm spewing about no Bont, though. Like, Bont would have been the ultimate play there. Do you go value and bank the money? Do you go a Tom Green, bank 100K? Again, Tom Green looks good. Tom Green, Libba. Gosh. You can't have Libba, Richards, and Bont, could you? Especially if the Dogs got smashed one week. That's the only thing I'm hesitant about Libba. Like, you want Bonds. Do you just grab Sinclair because his value, his break-even's low? Does that also fix your back line? If that's the case, too, like if I'm not having to field Trainer or old mate, I'm fine with that. All right, I think we're actually sorted here. That's actually better. So now I don't have to field freaking Trainer. And I could always loop Trainer on the Friday night anyway, if I wanted to. Yeah, Hui doesn't have to play my field either. I could loop there. What else? I actually like that, to be honest. And then I bank 116K the week after. Just play Simpson instead. Gonna loop Simpson and then play Cleary worst case scenario. I think we just do that. Honestly. It's probably better than doing Shy Bolton and Bowie. Sinclair, Coleman. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it, especially because the money left over anyway. So anyway, I'm done looking at that. I don't know. Ashcroft, DP looking all right, you reckon? Or I think you're talking about Will Ashcroft. I'm not too sure. I haven't kept an update on that. McLovin, is Callahan a trade out? Yeah, he is. He's dislocated his shoulder. I wouldn't be fielding Callahan for Lindsay instead of him. Like, you're just going to lose points every week. No point, especially with the buys as well. You're going to need primos. McLovin, Sports Clips traded in Simpson last week. Who's a good rookie now? Sims, Day Weeks. Yeah, good point, actually. I haven't really thought about it because I did the same. I got in Simpson early just based on roll. So that was a win. But it just hinders you the week after. Let's have a look at the cash cows. Some cash Ola cows. I can't believe we're ranked 43 right now. What the hell? Shy Bolton's a cash cow. That's unbelievable. 48K next week. See, this is better than that GF suggestion that people were coming up with. Visitini, I don't love it. What happens if he doesn't have a job after his buy? What happens if they decide to bring Soldo in or bloody Sweet after the buy? Concerning. Is there literally nobody? He can't be that. McDonald's done. He's dead. Bins is a shout, I suppose. Sheldrick. You just don't, I don't know. Do you want to pay that much money for a guy that can be sub any given week with Mills coming back? Bins, Carlton just really screwed us over this year with rookies. Sims will be all right. Sims will probably get games. I think I'd rather him than the other suggestion. He looked all right today. He got a lot of bench time in the second half, but I think I'd rather him than Daywicks. He's a pinch ruckman too. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Probably Sims over those two. I think he does, mate. As a Tiger supporter, I think he's held his own. Like, yeah, I'd be going him. 92 minutes, 82 minutes. Yeah, it's not great, but we're using him as second ruck to pinch because they're using Bolter down back. So he's really keeping Samson Ryan out the side, which is not hard. Anyone in the chat could keep out Samson Ryan. But yeah, I think he's a safe rookie. Hit outs 3 and 6. It's whatever. He plays deep forward though, so he plays with Lynch. The only issue is he's 19 years old. He's a key forward ruckman. Disposals are not that great. Still manages to kick a goal. But yeah, it's just he's a very raw player, so I feel like he might be a bit of a slow burn. Could do okay against Essendon. Essendon don't even have a ruckman. I don't even know. I know Hippo traded in Goldie, and so did a few others, but that's really, really rough. The writing's on the wall though with a player like Goldie. The mid-season draft comes in. Essendon are going to recruit a ruckman. Goldie's done. Goldie looks so bad. It's not even funny. So thoughts for Hippo. James, with the top 1% trade-ins, and they cooked. Okay, I'll have a look now. James, let's have a look. Oh, it's in plays, isn't it? Sorry, I'm sure my Twitter's going nuts right now. I can't even see the top 1%. Can I have another coffee, please, after the bottom? I can't really see the top 1%. It's giving me bugger all statistics here, if that's what you're talking about. Most traded out. It's giving me nothing for that. Apparently McRae going for scans on his back. Yeah, right. That's not good. Yes, I would be trading out Horny Man. Yep. How many weeks for Callahan and JF got them both? I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but yeah, dislocation on my shoulders 4 to 6, and then Horn Francis hammies 2 or 3, no matter what. So yeah, it's a hard one. I'd probably trade them both. Maybe for maybe Ralph for Callahan and Bice. Yeah, actually, I haven't looked at that. That's a good point. I don't think I'd have much money left, to be honest, though. Let's have a look. Gallant. Cheese would be done in our group chat. If I actually genuinely traded in Matt Rao, Cheese is never replying to a single one of my messages ever again. I don't think I can do anything though with Matt Rao. We already had a look at what I could do with Bice before when I had the idea of Bolton, but yeah, certainly interesting. Matt Rao, imagine the uproar I'd get in the chats for this. Such a downhill scare. 100k on Bice is not enough to play with either. I still wonder if that Gorn play is the issue, though. Like, you just got to hope he scores one bad game and you're laughing. This could be the sliding doors moment. So there's nothing I can do with that money from the Rao pick that people are talking about. Ah, gosh, I don't know. I don't know what we do. It's going to be a long week of Supercoach now that we're in top 50. We're going to be stressing about trades and whatever. Thoughts on Rosie? Yeah, it's sort of like Katy Perry's song "Hot and Cold." Just depends on how Port Adelaide play, I suppose. I think he's a good pick because he's going to get defender status, so it's going to save me. Callahan and Sardis. Okay, cool. This is a suggestion now. To Green and Anderson leaves 9k in the bank. Means I'll only have to field Reed, Trainer as weak spots down back, and Luke Hewitt and Ashcroft. And Tom Grant's flex. Yeah, that's actually a really good side doing that, to be fair. I like that a lot. Bolton, Holmes, and Rao. Oh, because you're getting rid of Callahan, Bison, Ashcroft. Yeah, I actually don't mind that at all. Yeah, they're bargain players, but you're getting 2 other rookies off for some potential. Oh my god, my cat. Yeah, do you want to come on the stream? Let me show you. This is what you wanted. You just want to be held. Maybe we can read the comments together. Have you missed me? Guess how much kitty food we're going to buy? All right, bye. Would mean I technically have completed my midfield and forward line by one player. Yeah, that's pretty strong, mate. I'd do it. Aqua, well, it doesn't because there's no way I'm finishing midfield of Dunkley, Rosie, Track, Warner, Rao. Yeah, fair enough. I could get Dacos at 560k and maybe 520 to 530 defender. Michael Giddy, g'day, Brad. We're finally on board. Yeah, we are. Honestly, how good. I can't believe it. 2388 for him this week, ranked 3,100, up 1,200 spots. Wow, what was par? I don't know. I actually don't know what par was, to be honest. I just can't believe we got green arrows going up. What the hell? Your average score in round. I don't know. We're $13.4 million side, though. Is that good amongst the top 50? I haven't actually looked. 13.4 mil. Have not had a geeze. I've been on here live since. But we're doing well. King Cheese, can Horn Francis and Clay Hall go to Bont and Coleman? Thoughts? Yeah, I've already played with Coleman, so I wouldn't mind it at all. And Bont, yeah, I mean, Bont doesn't look like he's come down in price anytime soon. So, yeah, Bont's a very good player, obviously. So I'd go there. Will Jackson, yeah, depending on the injury of Darcy. If we get read on that, that'd be awesome. McLovin, Callahan is such a round. Yeah, I know. I was going to get Strong at M8. Now I think I have to upgrade Callahan to Bont. Yep. Is going Boyd to Sims worth it? Oh, I thought about it. It just wouldn't do anything to my side. Geez, I kind of want to do it, so I have flexibility with Jackson. Then it's worth it for that, yes. I never understood the Goldie pick. Made no sense in my eyes. Yeah, honestly, mate, me too. I never understood the Goldie pick either. Not for the mid-season draft anyway, coming to play as well. I didn't actually know that Hippo did it. That's why I said you didn't actually. I thought it was taking the Mickey. So feel for anyone that brought in Goldie, because he was scoring all right up until then too. And then English baffed him, and yeah, they might even drop him this week. I didn't even know he was still playing. Like, I follow AFL pretty well, but I actually genuinely didn't know he was still on the list until about a month ago. I was like, you got to be kidding me. They've still got Goldie on the list. Shows you what club is and if they've got Goldie on the list and that's their backup ruckman. It's like being in the EPL and having a second goalkeeper at 43 years old. Like, what are you doing? What do we got here? Juan Francis got 12 round 12 buy. I'm holding. Fair enough. I don't know, Matt. Like, I've been throwing up too many trades. I generally do not know, and I never know till probably Thursday, Friday night, to be completely honest with you. Jeez, got to look at everyone's CWT. No use saying that now with hindsight. Corey, I think I'm going Ashcroft, Stewart, and Trainer for Visitini, Witt, and Simpson. I'm not a fan of this Visitini guy yet. Sports clips train Horn Francis and Hewitt to Chad Oliver and Day Weeks. What? Can you feed the cat? Sabrina, come here. What do you want? Sabrina? Oh my God, she's on the dishwasher. She knows where she belongs, apparently. No, we don't put you in there. Wrong country. Just now going to the heavy parts of the kitchen. Corey, can't wait to see Hippo video after trading Goldie. Yeah, he's going to go nuts. Geez, abs too, Corey. Going to be a good laugh out for that one. For the goals, same thing. I think that's what he's talking about, I'd say. Profits, what do you got? Would you get Chad Warner or Bolton for Horn Francis? Probably Warner. Oh, Bolton looks good too, though. Anyway, Aqua, Hippo modelling is round review after Shorty's last week, probably. I would be too. Geez, Shorty crashed out last week. Was hilarious. It was pretty good, wasn't it? Jason says, congratulations on the rank, mate. Well deserved. Thoughts on Heaney with a great run? I don't mind it, but it's just nothing I've really looked at. I'd rather Tom Green for an extra 25K. With Mills coming back in too, I don't know, does Heaney play a little bit more forward? Heaney's not really been on my radar at all this year. He just hasn't shown the heights and the VCC options that the others have shown in the midfield. Geez, Goldie still on our ruck list as a coach pretty much. Is that right? He was pretty much forced to play considering he lost 2 ruckmen to the season-ending injuries. Yeah, literally. I forgot that you had a second ruckman and they both caught big injuries. Let me go feed the cat. Let's come with me, chat. Go feed this cat. Tell you what, though, my quads are stiff from that run. I didn't realise when you don't train for something, because if you got a little injuries and stuff, doing a run like that absolutely cooks you. All right. You've already got food. No, you've already got food. No, stuff you. Unless you're going to pay my bills for you, you shut up. Can we let our cats go to work? Noah Anderson versus Tom Green. Tom Green. I can do a head-to-head up on the screen. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So let's do a play comparison. Green. And let's compare the two. Oh. Noah Anderson versus Green. So the right will be Anderson, left is Green, obviously. So that's what we have. 550 versus 544. Average on the left-hand side is for Green. So average 112 for the last three for Green, 117 for Anderson, but that's due to that 152 spike score that he just had against, who was it? Hawthorn. 5-round average 107 versus 109. Highest score 152 versus the ceiling of Green at 128. Highest score of 84 for Green and 89 for Anderson. Interesting, actually, now that I think of it, ceiling-wise. I think if you look at the fixture, though, I think I'd rather Tom Green's fixture. Where's that? So where are we now? So they just had Hawthorn, so it's round 10 here. So now Anderson's got St Kilda, Fremantle, Geelong, and then his bye. Geez, Sabrina. And then Green has got Carlton, Richmond, Port Adelaide, Brisbane. With no Callahan. Probably Tom Green, actually. Definitely Tom Green. I like Bolton as a pick. Negative break even. No, I've already thought about him for sure. Corey, don't really want to trade Gawn is my issue with my team, but that could be a great play to be aggressive with Grundy and Marshall next two. Yeah, which I think you'll do well against, but yeah, it's just to see what the money is like with Gawn, I suppose. G'day, Brad. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I am now, mate. So thank you for that. Kevin, looking coach, glad to see you back. And up and about, mate. Yeah, sure am. Bloody oath. Jesus, thoughts on George Hewitt, rookie coach. Rookie coach, just hush your lips. George Hewitt, all this George Hewitt chat for rookie coach. Michael says, incredibly sad week for footy with another one loss to RIP Adam. A true Eagles great. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know what to say. Like, you feel for the family, of course, and their friends and whatnot. Shit. Just any of those passings are not natural. Like, you can see why, in certain circumstances, they do, that, I suppose. But it's heavy. Like, you just really feel sorry for the kids as well, of course, and people have many different views on all these different opinions, but you just don't know what people are thinking at the time or how they're coping with stuff. And definitely a massive loss, though, and something that I think that it hasn't been really talked about. You look at all these footy players that have done this as well now, and it's not about a money thing, clearly. And it's just about there's so many factors that we haven't got on the top of, and men's mental health has been a huge thing of topic this year, especially with all the passings. Like we've got Spud as well, and it still just seems to be the same road, and nothing seems to get sorted about it. It just gets sort of swept under the rug. Like we don't matter as much as other groups potentially. So it's a shit one. It is. Oh man, I remember I saw the interview on TikTok about his brother. Prior to that, you could just see it in his eyes, but just thoughts and prayers to the family. Like, yeah, it's fucked. That's all I can say. It's shit. Anyway, Aqua could sell starters in Carroll and get Coleman and Bolton. I don't hate those moves, mate, at all. Geez, Aqua, how much money do you got? Sounds like he's got nothing in the bank. Or does he? Aqua, 350k in the bank. We could swap Callahan and Levi to Coleman, Bins, and have 900k to boost the top three mids in. I'd use all the money. I'd just squeeze all the money out. Papa, Brad, top 50 debut, we used to pray for times like this. Yeah, literally, mate, honestly. True, Bins isn't one that we've been talking about much. So we're with Binsy boy. He's 170k. He's on the bubble, isn't he? Yeah, Bins. I might have to go to the other room. Is he okay? All right, so what's Bins doing? I think he got a 70 the week before. 65 and a 56. What's his stats been like, Bins? Actually been good. So 19 disposals. No, that's off. 22 disposals and 3 marks and 2 tackles, 2 free kicks against. This week, 14 touches. Where does he play? I have to know where he plays. I have to have a look at his heat map. Bins is definitely a shout, for sure. Matthew, hey mate, I hope you're well. Thank you. Thinking Levi and Kako out for Simpson and Shire, which leaves me with 140k in the bank. Levi and Kako out for Simpson and Shire. I actually like it. I like Shire Bolton as a pick. Aqua, just go boom in round 13. In you come Butters and Dacos. Imagine. Yeah, true. Sheldrick. Just with Mills coming back, I don't know. I might go to the other room for a little bit. So Sheldrick's got a minus break even at 20. But he's been subbed so much. Let's go. It's going to be colder down here. The issue is 2 Mills comes back, so let's go to my room. I'd probably rather Bins. If Cheese is saying that Bins has got the wing roll, then you'd probably rather Bins than Sheldrick in case he becomes sub again. Chuck in Erasmus. Did we really trust Erasmus too? What did Erasmus score? Yeah. Yeah. O'Driscoll, when's O'Driscoll come back? Sure he didn't play this week. We would have heard about it. Yeah, what are his stats against? 19 touches. Yeah, okay. 2 free kicks against. 4 marks, 2 tackles. I feel like he'll be one of those players that might become subbed out, though, as well. So this is for Bins. I probably like Bins out of all those options. Fanny, thinking Horn Francis, Calla and Bice to Tom Green, Dunkley and Simpson. I actually like that. Have 190k in the bank next week. Trade out Levi and Rookie and get Bonds. Then mid's done. Yep, I like it, especially if you're getting Bonds in. Tom Green, better with no Callahan. Probably, you'd think so. I don't know who else would get CBA spike off the top of my head. McLovin, if you could get Bont in, would you consider it? I'd consider it. I'd consider it anyway, considering a lot of teams are going to be heavy around 12 by players. Bins plays on the wing. He seems to have decent job security. He started over Cooper Ward last week and both got a call up this week, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know then. Seldrick scored like 10 points in the second half. That's a huge concern. Horn Francis most likely to trade out. Yeah, definitely. He's done a hammy, mate, so I would probably trade him out for sure, especially because it's going to be 3 to 4, I reckon. They reckon they're downplaying it for sure, but I'd be trading out Horn Francis for sure. All right. Anyway. Oh, we almost disappeared into the bush then. Or would you do Clay Hall and Levi for Simpson and one of Heaney, Sarong, Green, or Dawson? Green. I'd do Green out of those players, mate. Taken. 100%. Yeah, I got kissed for this as well, for not having Horny Man. Tim, Dawson, Noah, or Sinclair this week? Dawson, Noah, or Sinclair this week? Sinclair, for sure. I don't know why I read that so much. Probably Sinclair. Team of the week got 2672. Someone somehow, how the hell? Let me have a look. I never will get team of the week. In a non-disrespectful way, but I've never really cared about team of the week, and unless I'm going to win team of the week and win the 2K, I have no view. Let's see what he got there. Okay. Team of the week. Wow, it's a pod side and a half. Yeah, interesting side, that's for sure. Team of the week. I might go soon, I don't know. See how we go. Puffer, down my score was 2479, was ranked 773 this week. Shows how everyone's week was. Yeah, literally went up 6,000 spots. I'm top 4%. Now it's yeah, I was expecting to go down in the week as well, but my score went up and I couldn't believe it. Geez, I've got to make it go big. Sorry, I've got to go, mate. Got a big week coming up. Battling the flu. Gonna hate life. Yeah, feels. Yeah, nah, sorry. Going through that. Hopefully it gets better. Of course, Papa. Rick Coach, bring in yourself in this week if he's back. Tommy Stewart. Imagine that. Hey, man, this is Jono. Congrats on your amazing season thus far. Keep it up, mate. I'll try. Definitely try, Jono. Thank you. I dare you. Nathan Kruger and Tom Stewart in chat. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I'm probably going to call tonight shortly anyway. It's almost 11 o'clock and I was just here to have a look at the season rank and discuss a little bit of stuff and then get out. But, yeah, before I do wrap it up, definitely give us a like and sub if you haven't already. I'll probably call it a night, I think. There's not too much more I want to talk about, but we'll try to maintain this rank. And, yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again all for watching. I'll do a stream throughout the week, of course. Don't know when. And I'll obviously have to do a members-only one as well for teams and whatnot as well. So want to become a member, just click the membership button. And, yeah, again, I appreciate all your time, everyone for jumping on and saying hello. And even if you're just working in the chat for the whole period of time. Thanks for jumping in. I'll catch you on the next. Cheers.